So, public speaking and workplace oral presentation are similar, but they differ in purpose and style. Workplace presentation use a more formal and professional tone because they are meant for business communication. They also rely on audio-visual tools like projectors to help explain information clearly. Overall, workplace presentations are more structured and business-focused than general public speaking. Like for examples, first, departmental meetings, a presentation given to a specific department to provide updates, discuss progress, or address work-related concerns. Second, employee orientation, a presentation for new employees that explain company roles, policies, responsibilities, and workplace procedure. Third, sales presentations, a presentation aimed at convincing potential clients or customers to buy a product or service. Fourth, business proposal, a formal presentation that outlines a new idea, plan, or project to gain approval from manager or stakeholders.
So here are the 7 steps that you can take from planning your presentation up to delivery. First is know your purpose. This will guide you in organizing your ideas. Decide what you want to achieve. Are you trying to persuade rather, inform or entertain? So for example, Maria is a marketing assistant and she is assigned to present a social media marketing strategy to her team for their next monthly meeting. So, unsa may purpose ni Maria? So, kanang mag-present man siya sa strategy. So, iyahang purpose is to persuade her team about sa iyahang i-present na strategy. So, first, ang iyahang buhaton kay iyahang iyahang i-organize iyahang ideas, iyahang ikanang state ang problem, and then ang iyahang na-came up na solution, and then ang ilahang expected nga result using sa katong strategy nga iyahang gi-propose or gi-present rather. Second is, focus your topic. Be sure that it is specific enough. By focusing your topic and aligning it to your purpose, audience will have a clearer understanding. So, instead of talking sa katong marketing in general, Maria will choose a specific and clearer topic so para dili maglibog iyahang audience or ang iyahang maminaw sa iyahang presentation. And then, for example, iyahang i-propose kay TikTok. So, using TikTok ads to increase customers' engagement for the company. So, this will make her presentation easier to understand within a given time. So, dali ra masabtan sa iyahang audience kay specific man ang iyahang gidiscuss nga kanang strategy. Third is, know your audience. Align the content of your presentation to their values, interests, needs, and desires. So, kanang sa marketing company, daghan man jud na kanang mga mga employees. So, Maria considers that her employees is mostly younger employees. So, ang mga younger employees, dali raman na sila catch up sa about social media since karon broad naman sad ang social media, ang paggamit sa social media rather. And then, but some senior staff may not be familiar with TikTok. So, ang uban nga staff, dili man jud na batan-on tanan, naman jud mga edad-edaran na. So, some senior staff may not be familiar with TikTok. So, what she is going to do is to use simple explanation. So, iyahang explain ang about sa TikTok in simple way. Then, mag-provide siya og examples and avoid using too much technical jargons para dili ma-misinterpret iyahang presentation. Or understood rather. Fourth is gather references. Use reliable resources. This may include interviews, observations, and surveys. So, as for Maria, iyahang kanang kuan, she will collect reliable information from kanang mga marketing reports or kanang survey results sa kanang mga customers, kanang data from TikTok's official website, and then mag-interview siyag mga companies nga kanang successful nga naka-use og TikTok ads. So this will help strengthen her argument.
So good day everyone, I am Riz Antigamo and I'm here to present to you some useful tips in delivering an oral presentation. So first, you have to visualize yourself delivering an excellent speech, wherein you have to believe and the confidence. Take note of the placebo effect. So, in delivering a speech, you have to have the confidence and then take it as if the stage is yours. The second one is you have to emphasize the relevance of your speech to your audience. You have to explain the practicality and usefulness of your topic. So, need mo i-explain ang practicality and usefulness of your topic in order for you to gain the attention and the interest of your audience. The third one is you need to clearly explain your objectives at the start of your presentation. So it is good that you tell your audience what do you want to achieve or happen so they will know that they will achieve something at the end of your presentation. So the fourth one is use multimedia in your presentation. Make your presentation dynamic. So you can use PowerPoint presentation, pictures, or anything so that naay makita nga visual imuhang audience.
The five is have a bottle of water. Helpful when your mouth becomes dry. First, you'll always have a water bottle with you. Kay during the presentation, usay atong mouth is becomes dry tungod sa kakulba or sigig storya. Having water helps you stay comfortable and maintain a clear voice. So kung hydrated ka, mas klaro yung imong tingog o mas confident ka sa imong pag-deliver sa imong presentation. For example, nag-presentation ko, nag-dry ako ang mouth tungod sa kakulba. So, I get my water and I take a small sip and then I continue speaking clearly kung ano siya ang purpose para dili ka ma-disturb while you're talking. Number 6 is do not overload your visual aid with text. It is not pleasant for the eye of the audience. Ayaw gyud i-overload imo ang visual aid with too much text. Dili ni siya nice and awon sa audience kaya naglisod sila og basa. Instead of listening to you, napugo sila basa sa slide. So mas maayo og gamay lang nga text, kanang keywords, short phrases, and pictures. This makes your presentation cleaner and easier to understand. For example, if my slides has too many sentences, like one whole paragraph, the audience will get distracted. Pero kung keywords lang like introduction, benefits, or conclusion, masayon i-follow and mas klaro ang imong explanation and the sentence as well. Kung gamay ra ang imong butang na sentences. Number 7 is arrive earlier than the audience. You must exhibit professionalism at all times. Another tip is you need to arrive earlier than your audience. Kaya kung makauna ka og abot, it shows professionalism and readiness. Kaya naatay tayo para makaset up sa imong equipment. Kung i-check imong slide, if okay ra ba, napoy kuwang, or nabali ba siya. Then, kung i-prepare imong self. This also shows nga you respect the time of your audience. For example, my report starts at 8 a.m. So, I arrived at 7:30 a.m. para makaset up ko sa laptop, projectors, and my slides also. So, ikapo sa audience, ready na ang tanan. istorya. For example, if my report starts at 8 a.m., I arrive at 7:30 a.m. para mag-set up ko sa laptop, projectors, as slide. So, para abo sa audience, I'm always ready na. Number 8 is dress professionally. It is the one way of gaining respect. Always dress professionally because first impression matters and your clothing affects on how the audience sees you. If you dress properly, matali ka nila situon and you always feel more confident while presenting your presentation. For example, if I wear proper attire like polo, slacks, and clean shoes, the audience sees me as confident and prepared. Mas makagain ko ang respect comparing very casual clothes like shorts, crop top, and slippers.
So from number 9, do not read your visual aids. So means you should not rely on your slides, posters, or charts by reading them word of word during your presentation or during your report. Instead, you should explain your ideas you should explain your ideas in your own word. Doing this shows confidence and helps you gain respect from your audience. So, if mag-report ka in front of your classmate or in front of your students, is dapat na kay confident and dili lang kay basahon nimo ang imuhang topic word by word. Dapat imuha pud siyang hatagan og more explanation and imo siyang imo siyang hatagan og more explanation and imuhang own explanation. Dili lang nimo i-read by word para mas masabtan sa students or masabtan sa imuhang classmates nga ang imuhang gina-report. Kay di balain kayo if mag-report ka nya imuhang basahon ang imuhang gina-report, so unsa may masabtan, unsa may makuha nga kanang knowledge sa imuhang audience ana or imuhang student. Kung wala sa nasabtan kay mo harang gibasa ang imong topic, wala kay nimo hatagi og explanation. So dapat gali if mag-report ka na maghatag jud ka og explanation and maghatag kag example sa imong topic. So from number 10, include real life experiences when presenting ideas. Okay, using real life experiences during a presentation makes your message more meaningful and easier to understand. When you connect your topic to actual situations, something you personally saw or experienced or heard, your audience feels more engaged. Real stories add emotions, clarity, and authenticity, making your listeners remember your message better. Real-life examples also help your audience see why your topic is important and how it applies to their daily lives. So, real-life stories helps your listeners mas makasabot sila o mas malingaw po ang imuhang audience o mas ma-remember nila ang imong discussions kay naa siya emotional impact o makita po nila ang nga imuhang topic is useful sa ilahang daily life kay imuhang mag-share ang imuhang real-life experiences. So, muna siya ang kuan nga dapat related imuha pong i-relate sa imuhang real life experiences kay para mas masabtan po sa imuhang audience or sa imuhang students. So from number 11, never apologize your materials or credentials. Okay, when presenting, avoid saying things like, sorry, this slide is messy or I'm not good at this topic. This type of apologizes weaken your credibility and cause your audience to doubt your knowledge or presentation. Instead of speak confidently and make the best use what you have. People respect speakers who stand confidently and present their content without self-doubt. Your goal is not to focus on the message, not on your mistakes or limitation. A confident attitude builds trust, respect, and professionalism. Kaya if mag-present ka sa tubangan niya, magkanang kuan ka nga sorry kay kanang di pa ko kanang kuan ani dili pa ko ready kay ang imong audience ana makana nga dili ka prepared sa imong gina-present or gina-report, dili ka prepared ka sa imong report. So dapat if mag-report gali ka in front is dapat gali mag-report ka kanang naakay kanang kuan, naakay confident and kayog mo apologize bitaw ka is makaana ang imuhang audience ay nga dili pa ka ready sa imuhang presentation. So and mawad-an pud sila og kanang confident o sa imuha kung ingon ana ang imuhang kanang way nga mag-say sorry ka kay sa imuhang audience. So next is number 12. Maintain eye contact and use natural gestures. So sa dire, okay, eye contact is one of the strongest way to connect with your audience. When you look at the people listening to you, they feel acknowledged and involved in the discussion. It shows confidence and helps build trust between you and your listeners. Natural gestures such as simple hand movements, nodding, or facial expressions make your presentation lively and dynamic. They show that you are comfortable and sincere about what you are explaining. Together, eye contact and gestures help keep audience attention and make your explanation clearer and more engaging. So eye contact is very important sa imuha. Eye contact is very important kaya nga naman maka-create ni siya og connection sa between sa imong audience. Kung mutan-aw kanila while mag-explain is they feel involved and mas mutuo sila nga confident ka sa imong presentation. So moto, if nagali ka in front, maintain gini mo ang eye contact and use natural gestures para mas ang imong audience is ma-feel nila nga kanang confident ka sa imong presentation.
Next is the step 13. If your situation permit, occasionally move from one location to another. This can also be one way of controlling the behavior of the audience. So kung in step 13, kung possible, muliho kagamay during your presentation while nag-present ka. Like, ayaw steady sa isa ka lugar para dili bitaw maboard ang mga audience o para mas makuha nimo ang ilang attention. And then next is step 14, repeat the question of a member of the audience to make sure that everyone heard the question or to make sure what you heard is right. So sa step 14 di ay kung naay mangutana nga audience bitaw, like o tan-aw nimo nga dili tanan kadungog or kasabot, i-repeat nimo ang question before ka mo answer para klaro sa tanan kung unsay gi-ask. And then last is step 15. Allow enough time for questioning. This is your responsibility as a presenter, which is to address confusion. So, hatagan nimo og igong oras ang question. Ayaw og dali-dali, like dili nimo siya sa baton. Ikanang while nangutana sila para kasabot ka. Human nila mo ask, paminawag yun og tarong before ka muhatag og tubag para sakto imuhang response.
Good afternoon, class. I am Lovely Figuracion, and now let's proceed to the last topic, which is ethics in oral presentation. So, what is ethics in oral and presentation? So, ethics in oral presentation means following principles of honesty, respect, and professionalism when preparing and delivering your speech. These guidelines help to maintain credibility and ensure that your audience trusts and values what you say. So first and foremost, never waste the time of your audience by being unprepared, which means do not waste the audience time. So your listeners are giving you their attention. So being unprepared or disorganized is disrespectful for them. So gitagaan ta nilag time nga maminaw sila sa ato ang presentation no. So dapat kita always prepared kita ang dapat gina-rehearse ginato ang ato ang dapat i-present. So, ethical presenters rehearse, gather and proper information and ensure the presentation is worth the audience time. And second, we have Make sure that you have a valid purpose or objective in making the presentation. So dapat we have a valid and honest purpose. So dapat ang atong presentation is maka-aim og information gikan sa ato og maminaw sila, and also dali sad makadani and maka-entertain sa ilaha aron dili sa sila layon in a constructive way. Then using a presentation to attack lang para mapauwawan ang ato ang kauban or ang mga tao is makapagdaot sa katao is bati gid na sa ato. So ang atong goals man kay we should always benefit or inform the audience not to harm others. Third, never distort information for your own advantage. People will know whether you are telling the truth or not. So do not distort or manipulate information man. So ang atong i-present which is sakto jud ang tinuod ug dili ta mangdaot sa atong katrabaho sa uban kay aron ingnon lang kita sakto and kita may babaw. So and kasagaran and also sa kasagaran sa mga niminaw makibaw gina sila mismo kung sakto ba or sayop ba ang imuhang ipangsulti. Kaya usasad na ang pagka mamakak mo usasad na nga makagubas sa atong credibility mo ang need to mosulti sa tinuod. Fourth, never use abusive language or name calls as it will offend your audience. So, ang pag-name calling or insult o mga discrimination words kay we should never be used during our presentation kay makadawat na sa ato ang presentation. And napoy possible nga malain ang mga audience and also makaguba na sa atong pagka-professional as a presenter. Dili na sila maminaw tungod sa imong pagkaingan nga gibuhat or pagka-offensive language nga imong gibuhat mo nang may possible nga dili na lang sila maminaw sa imong avoid using abusive or offensive language. 5. Cite your sources. Never claim an idea as your own even if it's not. So if nag-search mo ganitag ideas gikan sa internet, but nga ginato og credit sa owner or sa publisher kay para ma-avoid na to ang plagiarism kay nasay possible nga pwede ta makasuhan ana nga wala ta nag-credit sa owner. And ato pong i-demonstrate ang academic and professional integrity because proper citations also help our or your audience trust your information. 6. Do not claim ideas that are not yours. So, always acknowledge others' contribution. Taking credit for someone else's work is unethical and unprofessional. So, dili jud ta mo-claim nga dili lang atuwatan ng kahago kay naghago sa labas sa sanid pero to acknowledge ang ilahang kahago o i-credit for someone else's work and unethical and unprofessional kaayo. And lastly, be courteous at all times. Maintain a respectful and professional tone when delivering your presentation and answering questions from the audience. So, i-maintain dyan na ito ang pagka-professional as a presenter, labi na ang atong tingog, ipantay dyan na ito kung unsa ang ilahang pagtungutan na sumusod na ito ang pagtubag. Dapat hinayra or kanang dili na ito ita sa itong tingog, kaya possible nga ma-misinterpret nila mo nang usahay maka-cause og away. So, mga respectful communication fosters trust, cooperation, and credibility. And never use gestures that will offend any member of your audience. So, dapat i-avoid yun na ito ang mga body language that should be appropriate nga considerate na ma-avoid na to ang mga gestures nga maka-insult or maka-uncomfortable sa atong mga member or sa atong audience. Mo na ang dapat na to i-avoid. So that's all. Thank you.